Gio and I have a very special guest today. We have Liz Elam, who is joining us. She has, we think, recovered from hosting a fabulous conference. Was it last week? I guess it was just last week in Seattle. So Liz is one of the true OG leaders of the co-working movement. She is the founder of GCUC. She does a bunch of other things. She's a partner at Deco Group, which is a consulting group. She's a speaker, a podcaster, cancer survivor, mental health advocate. She writes on the side. We should ask Liz the side hustle question, Gio, because Liz always has a lot of unexpected things that she has going on the side. So Liz, I'm sure I've missed something here, but thank you for joining us. We want to talk about, what you're up to broadly in co-working today, and also the conference last week and your perspective. You have GCUC coming up in September. So let's dive into all things co-working and GC today.
So I want to start, and I did this to you last time too, and I'm doing it to you again. I am completely honored and humbled to be on with the two faces of this industry, right? The two of you women are amazing and do incredible things for the industry as a whole, both past, present, and I know y'all are gonna be involved in the future. So thanks for being on with us, Liz.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
It's fun to do this. I have to give Liz credit because I think I can still remember getting an email from Liz about Lexi. I can remember sitting in my Chicago space, like, I don't know, can't remember how far I was in. And I think you were inviting me to something, maybe the New York. Anyway, you reached out and I mean, that was the beginning of a long history. So Thank you for that.
Of course. Yeah, it's funny. I've connected with so many people over the years that I forget sometimes how we connected,
how it all started.
But yeah, a lot of them, like with Benjamin, who's now, one of my partners in Deco, it was the very first Juicy, and I came across his website, and the website for Grind was amazing. Yeah. And I just picked up the phone and I'm like, you have to come to Austin and speak at this conference. And he was like, okay.
Yeah.
Now he's like my best friends.
Typical Benjamin. He'll do anything.
He's like, all right.
Oh, I'm there.
I've been bossing him around ever since.
So Liz, was this year 11 for GC?
10.
10. Oh, it's 10.
Yep. Yeah, we started in 2012.
Okay.
So 2011, I attended the Unconference in Austin, which was South by adjacent. And basically everyone I'd been globally stalking all showed up in one place in my hometown. I'm like, this is amazing. And I was literally sitting in the audience watching a panel, and I was thinking, that's not who I would put on stage. And then I was like, whoever picks the people that are on stage is going to be powerful. And I was like, I should pick the people on stage. And then that summer they called me up because I'd helped him out a bunch. It was Loose Cubes who put it on.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. And so they called me and they were like, you seem super nerded out about this. Do you want to take it over? And I'm like, yes.
Because running a conference is really hard. So we don't want to do it anymore. But
yeah,
it's great, Liz. You should do it.
I did not think that through. I definitely, I never was like, you know what I want to do? Be in the events business. Like, it's so hard. But I do get to pick the people on stage, and I can put myself on stage. So that's fun.
So I'm curious, Juicy now versus what are you most excited about happening with Juicy today?
I think just like the co-working industry, Juicy was hit pretty hard by the pandemic. Like, our traditional way of making money was no longer available to us. So we pivoted all over the place. We did an online conference very quickly once COVID kind of started happening, and that was great. We did tons of webinars. We just constantly were pivoting and evolving and doing different things and really diving into our membership and launching Juicy Places. And we just were trying so many things. And it's so great to be back. We actually have done 2 conferences. We did one in September, and then we did this one in Seattle. So we're exhausted. And I am really excited about having a lot of time to prepare for the GCUK, which we've already sold out of early birds. Like GCUK is on fire. I can't tell you how many emails a day I'm getting from people proactively being like, I'm going to be in London. I want to send people from my team to London. So super excited about the momentum we have. And then, we're in talks with a couple of different places to license Juicy. So that's how Juicy expands, is through licensing. And so our licensee in China, that ran out after 5 years. Canada ran out after 5 years. Australia, we're working with them and looking at bringing an event to Australia, back to Australia next year. We'd like to do something in the Middle East. We'd like to do something in Asia again, possibly Europe. So there's just a lot of opportunity for growth for Juicy, because just as the co-working industry grows, Juicy will grow because we mimic the industry.
So I'll tell you, we had Sarah Travers on recently, and she had a formal complaint or request. She wants Juicy to be in Boston.
Boston's tough because it's a union town.
I was going to ask her that because you and I talked about Chicago being in town.
That's right.
Chicago's union, like our sponsors, we listen to our sponsors. And I mean, if I get a great deal in a union town, like, am I going there? Probably. But we really listen to them, and they really don't appreciate that.
That makes a lot of sense. It becomes a lot more expensive.
It almost triples the cost.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Liz, I'm curious. I know you're probably just starting to plan, although you're already sold out of early bird, which is a great indicator. What are the big differences between what's happening in the US and in the UK? I mean, the UK has, really grew up with flex office because of some of their real estate structures. And, there are a lot of reasons why flex is popular there, but I've never been to a GCUK. What are kind of the high level differences in terms of?
It's interesting because the UK market is very different. It's a lot more dense. People don't realize, I think the last time before the pandemic, there was north of 500 spaces in London. And I mean, you walk down a major street and you're like, oh, there's WeWork. Oh, there's office space in town. Oh, there's somebody, like they're everywhere. So co-working is pretty mature there. And it is very real estate feeling over there. Like we struggle to get diversity in the UK, whereas here we have an easier time at it. The talks tend to be more real estate focused, less community focused.
Interesting.
Because that's what they want, right?
Because space is like just at a premium and it's harder to get. And so people are focused on access to space, or what is that from?
I think it's because of pricing. I mean, that city is just so insanely expensive.
Yeah.
It's like the little guys don't exist because
can't get in.
You can rent an office space in London, right? Yeah. And start a little co-working brand. So it's a lot of really big players in London. A lot of money shows up in London. Folks like the Crown Estate are going to be speaking this year. They actually came to Juicy many years ago to find out about co-working. So it is a slightly different feel. We are doing one day at the new Convene, which everybody's all abuzz about because it's absolutely stunningly gorgeous. Ryan told me he's going. We'll see if I need to confirm with his assistant. And then quite frankly, a lot of money shows up at Juicy in the UK. And I mean, a lot of money shows up at Juicy in the USA as well. But it's a different feel. It's more professional. People are not showing casual attire because that's what the city's like. And
not coming.
That's why we always get a partner and license, because
so local.
We need to feel local, and that allows us to feel local because there we have Tim running it and he does a fantastic job. But like I mean, I was scrolling through how many sponsors we already have. And you know me, I'm like, we can find new ways to spend their money. Don't you worry. We can have more. Because Tim's like, we're done. I'm like, no, we're not.
So I'm upset that I can't take a trucker cap, so I can't go.
You can.
He's
People
out.
will look at you funny, but you can.